Welcome, and in this video we are going to show you how to build a workflow in n8n that will do the same job as Buffer. If you're not familiar with Buffer, it looks like this, and it's a way of doing automated postings to all the various types of social platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads, so on. And what it allows you to do is to create a post, and you can drop an image on here and type your content that you want to show, and you can schedule it for a later date. And what we're going to do is make it so that we can post our own content to socials using LinkedIn and do it for free effectively. So let's just quickly step through this workflow, but in this video we're going to build out the entire workflow step by step. So we start with this here. We have a scheduler that on a regular time or interval will take a post from a spreadsheet that we have online, and it will check on a regular basis. Here we have it once per day at 8 a.m. in the morning, and it's going to post it onto our LinkedIn. It goes to this spreadsheet here, which is Google Sheets, and it has instructions on where to find the articles, and it pulls down a specific article. In fact, it pulls all of them down, and it chooses them based on which ones are actually ready to go. And so I can review the content and be sure that it's ready before it gets posted. We will choose one of the articles, and it will choose the first available one in a list. I have uploaded images onto my Google Drive so that it can take a specific image for that particular post that it puts up. It then will publish those together, and so it will put the blurb and the article as well as the image all together into a single LinkedIn post. And then it'll go and update the Google spreadsheet by changing the status of that particular line item or row to say that it's now been posted. So let's quickly look at the Google Sheet so we have a good understanding. This is my content, and so I have a link to an existing article on my website that I'm trying to drive people to, and then I have content here under the column blurb. And if I open that up, it shows information that I want to post into LinkedIn that tells people what the article is about. And then there is an image on Google Drive, which is related to that particular image designed to attract attention. Then on Google Drive, here is all of my images, and they've been given names so that I know which ones are associated with which articles. And finally, here is an article on the website that I would like to drive people to, and so it's already been published on the website. All I'm doing now is creating a link or a post on LinkedIn that will point people to this particular article and drive traffic towards it. Let's now run this workflow to see it in action. So rather than wait for it to be scheduled, I can remove that connection and I can make it execute whenever I want to by clicking on the execute workflow. So I'm going to run this, and it's going to post the next available article. If I go into my spreadsheet here and I go down past all the posted ones, then eventually I'll find the first ready one, which is this one here. And this article is about how do I demonstrate the return on investment from artificial intelligence. And we can see that there is an image associated with that, which looks like this. It's got a hand holding a piece of paper and a calculator. So this is about to go up to my LinkedIn profile. We'll go to my LinkedIn profile now and just see that there's nothing there that's like that at the moment. And what we will do is run this now. So if I remove this one, you can see that I'm going to execute this manually, and we'll watch it in action. Are you ready? So very quickly it's grabbed the most latest post, it's downloaded the image, and it's published it already up to LinkedIn. Let's go and check that on LinkedIn now, just by refreshing this page and seeing that the hand with the calculator is now the first post, and that it leads to my particular article. Okay, there is the post. And if I click on more, I can see the blurb that I wrote in the spreadsheet. I can see the image, and now let's check the link and make sure that it goes to the right article. And there it is. How do I demonstrate business value? So that process has now worked, and incredibly quickly. We can go into our spreadsheet now and check it's changed the status from ready to posted. That means it now will ignore this post and this particular row item in the future. And that means it doesn't keep reposting the same content. It's going to look for the next available ready one, which is this one here. So now let's build this out. Let's go through the steps together. Okay, let's now build out this workflow live. The first thing we're going to do is connect to our Google Sheets so that we can retrieve our articles and content. And so there are Google Notes for being able to pull back information from Google Sheets, from Google Docs. And so we look down the actions here, and the one we want is to get rows in Sheet. Now what this is going to do is pull all of the rows down, and it's not going to be selective. And so you will have to select which row you want after you've pulled them all down. The first thing you will need to do is connect your Google Sheets account. And so you need to provide credentials, and I won't cover that in this video because it's quite lengthy. I want to stick to just this primary workflow. So the next thing we want to do is know what resource do we want to pull, and we want to pull a specific sheet within the total document or Google Sheet. And the operation we want is to get rows. So that's correct. It's going to pull back a number of rows. We now need to select which document we are going to pull the information back from. And the document we have is called LinkedIn, i.e. articles. So if we look for that in this list, it comes up as the top option. So from list, LinkedIn, i.e. articles. We now have the correct document to pull from. And the next one is to pull which sheet from that document. So if you have multiple worksheets in that, you can choose which one you want to get information from. Here I only have one sheet, one worksheet, and it's called articles. So we can just select that. Now, we don't want to pull back all rows in the spreadsheet because there are posted rows and posted articles rather, and there are other articles that are ready to be posted. And we only want to pull back the ones that are ready. So remember, in our spreadsheet, here underneath the status column, we have a selection of either it's in a ready state or a posted state. We only want the ones that are ready. And so the way that we do that is we set a filter, and the filter says which column, and so it allows you to select which column to set, and then what is the value that we want that status to be. We want it to be ready. What's going to happen now is it's going to pull back any rows inside the spreadsheet that match that, which is the ready. And so we can see that columns 17, 18, and 19 all have a status of ready. There's only 3 of them. If we execute this now, we should get 3 rows back. And so what we can see is there's 3 items starting at row number 17. If we look at the JSON for this, we can see that there are 3 rows, row number 17, row number 18, row number 19. So it's correctly pulled back the ones that we want. We can now save this and continue on to the next step. And the next step is going to be that we don't want to post all of these rows or all of these articles at once, and we want to just pick one of them. n8n has a node called limit, and what that does is restrict the number of items that goes to the next stage. And here it's already defaulted to a max number of items of 1. And how is it going to choose from this list? We can either choose the first items or the last items. We're going to choose the first items. So what this is going to do is choose this first entry here, which is a single row from the spreadsheet. When we execute it, we can see that it's pulled back row number 17. Now, this article is going to get posted onto LinkedIn in a moment, and we can see that the blurb we have is, can AI grow your company's revenue? And so we have the one item selected. We're ready to do the next step. And the next step is to download the image for the post that we've put up onto Google Drive. And so what we want to do is connect our Google Drive. And we want to download a file. I'm not going to go through the process of connecting your Google Drive account, setting up credentials, but you would select that here once you've set it up. What we want to do is download a resource. You can choose one of these options, but we just want a file. And the operation can be any of a number of things like copy or move or whatever. We just want to download the file. And so we can choose from a list and we can select the file that we want. What we're going to do instead is we're going to set a URL, because we want this to be dynamic. For every row that gets pulled down from the spreadsheet, we want to share the URL of the image that we pull down from Google Drive. Now, in our Google Sheets, when we pull back a row, we have that information here. And so we can just drag and drop that in, and you can see that it's put some JavaScript into there surrounded by braces, $JSON.image. And what that does is it is a placeholder for the information of what the URL is. And you can see already the result has been populated for you, and we can tell that on Google Drive there is a URL to that particular image. If we now execute that, then it's going to download that actual image for us right now. So we now have the data, and we have the file name, growrevenue.jpg. We can see the file size and the file type, and we can actually view that image, which is a hand drawing on a piece of paper. So we now have our image downloaded from Google Drive. That's all working very well. Our next step is to actually publish the post onto LinkedIn. So we click on the plus and we add a new node, and it's fortunate that there are nodes specifically for posting to LinkedIn. And we select the node, and then there is only one action, which makes it easy for us, which is create a post. It's going to ask for a range of information to make sure we have credentials to be able to post to an account. And I won't explain the process of creating credentials because it's a bit lengthy. I might do that in a separate video. And what we want to do is we have two options. We can either make a custom API call to LinkedIn, or we can just create a post. So let's create a post for now. And we can post as either a person or as an organization. So when you post as a person, you're posting into your personal account. And you can also have the possibility that if you have a company page on LinkedIn, you can post to that organization, which is what I want to do now. So what I'm going to do is post an article on my behalf into that organization's page, and it'll appear on that page. You need to know your organization's URN, and I won't go through the process of discovering your URN. It's quite involved, but the information is available on either Google or ChatGPT. So I'm just going to paste in my URN. Now I need to figure out what is it that I'm going to post on LinkedIn. And I've brought back a bunch of information from the Google Sheet that I want to share. The first one is that I have the blurb that I want to post. You can see that it has, by dragging and dropping blurb into here, it's put like some JavaScript, and it's a placeholder. That placeholder means it's dynamic and it will change every time this execution runs. So $JSON.blurb means it's going to pull back the information that comes from the downloaded Google Sheet information that we grabbed. And we can see the result here. If we were to run it right now, it would create text and a post that says, "Can AI grow your company's revenue?" And we can see the information here that's been pulled back. The last thing we want to do is actually share a link to the article as well, so that the person reads the first part of the blurb, they want to learn more, and so they follow the link to your article. We can add that up here. The way that we do that is to grab the article link from what is downloaded, and boom, there it is right there. So we now have our blurb, and at the bottom of it, we have a link to our page. Now we're not quite finished yet. The last thing we need to do is add the image that we've downloaded from Google Drive. So we want to add media. You can add either an article or an image. We just want to add an image. And it's smart enough to know that there needs to be a binary field. So there needs to be binary data, which is how an image is normally represented by these systems. And it's looking for data. And the data it's going to retrieve is coming back from the Google Drive. So it knows the information it needs to display the image. If we execute this now, it's going to go and post it up on LinkedIn. Just before we do, this is where we left off with the previous post. We have this one here we did earlier in this video. Now we're going to post this other one, and it's going to automatically go up to our LinkedIn. That's happened really fast. We can go back to LinkedIn and we can refresh that page. And as it's loading, we can see our post hopefully is at the top. And there it is. Can AI grow your company's revenue? This is the blurb that we wanted to post, and here is the article and the image as well. We can click on the article link and it's going to open that up in a new tab. We now linked from our LinkedIn profile to that article. This is fantastic. So the last thing we need to do that we haven't done yet is to update the status of that row item or line item in a Google Sheet so that we know that it's now been posted. This is a really simple one. We're going to create another Google Sheet node similar to the previous one. And what we're going to do is update a row in the sheet. Our Google Sheets is, we already have the connection. We're going to use the same connection. We're going to update a sheet within a document, and so we're going to update a row. We need to select which document, and it's this one, LinkedIn IE articles, and from which list it's from articles. And what we're going to do is we want to map each column manually. So we want to know which one we're actually going to delete. And the column we're going to match on is article link. And so the article link is unique to every specific entry inside the Google Sheet. We could use a numbering system like an ID or whatever we wanted to. I know this is unique, and so I'm happy to use this. So what we want to do is now match the article link so it knows which row to delete. We have this information already in our limit, and so we just go and grab the article link, we drop it in there. It's going to update the row that matches on this article link. And the update that we want to make is to change the status to being the word posted. And that way we know that this particular row or article has been posted. So what we're going to do is quickly go back to Google Sheets and see that the row that we just posted, can AI grow your company's revenue? It's still in a ready state, and we're going to run or execute this node now. It will go and update that sheet, and it will tell me what is updated and what to. When we go back here, we can see that that now says posted. And so it's going to go over that one next time. It's going to ignore it. So all of these previous ones that have posted as a status will never get posted again. If I want to post it again, all I need to do is change the status back to ready and then to execute this workflow again. So this is now complete. This workflow does all of the steps going from manually executing through to getting the sheets, limiting it down to one, downloading the image, then posting to LinkedIn and updating the sheet. The last thing we want to do is actually put a scheduler in so that we don't have to manually run this. The way that we do that is we look for a node called schedule trigger, and we want to set these basic values. How often do we want to post? We can do it seconds, minutes, hours, or whenever. And how frequently between triggers do we want to post? And then what time do we want to post it in terms of hours and minutes? We can add different rules to that if we want to, different trigger intervals, and so on. But we now have a fully fledged buffer replacement. However frequently you want, the schedule trigger is going to call the Google Sheet, is going to bring down one single row, it's going to grab the image, post it to LinkedIn and update that status. It's now on autopilot and does everything for you.